Today is Thursday, February 4th, and this week what I've done so far is I have all my plans laid out, and for my individual project, I'll be doing I'll take a telephone pole and have shepherd hooks, 8 of them on a pole, hanging off of the top about 9 feet tall, and then we're gonna dig those into the ground by our fire pit at our house. And then for the school project, me and Ben Strom are going to be building pull-up bars in the wrestling room. And we already have the plans laid out for that. We just need to get our metal ordered, and we'll work on that first thing starting next week. Then for my client project, I have one of my dad's friends that wants me to build him some benches for his CrossFit gym. And I think I'm just going to do one of them. That's what he asked for, but he's getting me the plans for that. I think he actually just sent me some this morning, and then get going from there. And then for my repair project, Noel Meyer's given us a couple benches in the weight room that the screws are stripped, so we're going to just take those off and re-drill some holes through the 1-inch square tubing on the bottom for support and put some new screws in there. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've going on so far. So I just need to get my metal ordered, and all my plans are drawn out, and I can go from there. Friday, February 12th, and what I've been working on for my projects all week is I finished my broom rack and then did my arc weld earlier in the week just to get that done in the plasma cut. And then me and Strom ordered our metal for our pull-up bars last week. That should be arriving this week, but I guess it hasn't arrived, but hopefully it's supposed to be there today. I'll just finish up my broom rack. I just need to grind some stuff down, and then keep working from there on my pull-up bar, and then I'll start my individual project once I get some of the material that I got out of school. February 23rd, and what I've been working on so far this week and last week is the pull-up bars for the school up in the wrestling room. That arrived last Thursday, and so we got all the material cut, and we're going to start welding today. And then my shepherd's hooks that I got made for my I'm taking a telephone pole and then putting 8 shepherd's hooks on the outside so it can be like dug 3 feet into the ground and used around like a fire for not around a fire, but just in the backyard for landscaping. And so I should be able to get those telephone poles and get working on that this week, and then, or next week, excuse me, because I'm going to be gone Thursday, Friday for state, and then finish my pull-up bars this week. All right, these are the 3 pull-up bars that we made for our school project. So what we did is we just took 1 3/4 inch square tubing and 2-inch channel, and then just 1-inch square tubing as a secure, like a support at a 45. And then we drilled through these to put the pull-up bar through, which was 1-inch DOM round tubing. And that gave it a little more support, and then obviously just welded everything. And then we put these, it says Sabres on it, as just like a cool design look. And we still have to get it spray painted, but that's what we did for all of them. As you can see, same thing here, and same thing, it has the cool Sabre support things. So yeah, that's pretty much that. We gotta get them spray painted and they'll be good from there. Just secured that with some nice welds. Same thing down here as support, and then we put these cool Sartell Sabre support things also. It's just kind of for looks. And same thing on the other side. So you have Alright, I'm making up a video for last week, so like when we were supposed to do our checkpoint video on March 4th. So last week I was gone on Friday and Thursday. So last week I worked on our pull-up bars. We got a good start to those, and then I think Ben was going to keep working on those, but we got that finished, and then I was working on a push sled for my repair project. The welds were snapped, so I just grinded those down, took a new secure piece of metal and welded that on there, so that's good. Then I just need to get that painted next week. And yeah, so just keep working on those and my shepherd's hooks for my individual project, and that's pretty much all of them. Alright, this is my repair project. It was a sled that had a big old hole in it. So this right here was welded onto this without this metal piece right here. And there's a big hole, so these just ripped off because they weren't welded very nice. So what I did is I took this new piece of metal and just welded that on there and then welded this onto there. Same thing on the other side. So it just gave it a little more support so it will withstand. This is a push sled, so you just put weight on this thing. And then you push it with your two hands on these two posts. So yeah, so that's my repair project, and it's already spray painted, or painted, so we're good. Monday, March 21st, so our projects are due tomorrow. So I finished my repair project for Dan. He had a push sled where the welds were snapped, so I fixed that, redid the welds, grinded those down, made them look nice. For my school project, we did the pull-up bars and finished those, got those spray painted, looking good. Our coach likes them, so that's awesome. Then for our client project, I just did, I okayed it with Phillips, so all I'm doing is rollers for the woods room. Me and Ben Strom and I did that, so we got that done, and got the welds done on that and spray painted. And then my individual project, I have my posts that are going to be 3 feet in the ground, and those haven't been delivered, so I'm just waiting for those to get delivered, and then I'll finish that up. Alright, well, one modification from my first video, I think that was the second week. So I said that for my repair project that I would be fixing some benches for Noel Meyer in the weight room. But I actually had another project pop up for a friend, Dan Ufaro. His push sled that you use for like working out, he didn't do the welds very well, so I just grinded those down because they snapped off. So I just grinded them down and then put a new nice weld around it and grinded that all down so it's a nice finish. And then also I said for my individual project that I'd be doing these posts with shepherd's hooks, and I still have the material for that, and I'm doing that, but as I didn't have quite enough time, I decided to do a smaller individual project, and then I'm going to be working on that on my own time. So those are the only two things that pretty much changed. Still did my pull-up bars. I did the posts for the woods rooms, the rollers, and one thing that I ended up not doing and replacing with the rollers in the woods room was the benches for a client project. Jeremy Lang, I didn't do those, so I just swapped that out with the rollers in the woods room. Okay, this is our pull-up bar. See, it's going to be up against the wall like this in the wrestling room, and you know, just do some pull-ups.
Jacked.
Alright, well, this is my repair project. It's a sled, and yeah, this is just an example of me using it. There you go. Our roller for the woods room. So what we did is we initially took this base piece and we welded a circular plate onto it, and then what we did is we took I think this is 1 3/4 inch round tubing, and we had to drill holes right here and on the other side, as you can see this right here. this twist in and out right here. I'll get a little closer so you can see it. So this twist from side to side, as from the top, this slides through. So this right here goes in, and you put it at whatever height you want, twist it, and twist it so it gets tight, and then it holds it in place. So that's for the woods room for big pieces of plywood or anything that you need cut. So, and then we spray painted it. All right, well, this is my chair that I'm gonna be putting a cushion on, and you know, it's sturdy. It can hold a person, you know, right here. So get on the sides, right here. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. That's my chair. Alright, one thing that I would like to fix on this is, as you can see, it's a little bit unsturdy, but it's going to be sitting in the grass, so it's not the biggest deal. It's just that one back leg right down there. And yeah, so that's one problem that I'd like to fix. Alright, one other mistake with just this material, I thought I'd just be by it. For my metal for our pull-up bars, I didn't order them right away, so like I had to wait like a week just for them to get in. Which kind of wasted a little bit of time, but I worked on other projects, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but got to use our time wisely. Alright, one other mistake with just this material, I thought I'd just be by it. For my metal for our pull-up bars, I didn't order them right away, so like I had to wait like a week just for them to get in. Which kind of wasted a little bit of time, but I worked on other projects, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but got to use our time wisely.